About a year ago, I hit a wall that no one really prepared me for. I was doing everything right. The grades, the acceptance, the white coat. On paper, I was winning. But I remember sitting there one night, realizing you can do everything you were told to do and still feel like you're failing at something you can't even name. So I did what every burnout video tells you to do. I slept more, blocked my calendar, definitely didn't cut the coffee. None of it touched the actual problem, which was that my effort had stopped feeling like it meant anything. I looked for the answer in every self-improvement book I could, and yet nothing really settled my soul. I found it in philosophy, centuries before self-help, had a name for what I was going through. 7 thinkers, 7 men who in their own way were as stuck as I was, and each one of them ended up naming a different part of my stuck. I want to walk you through all 7 because I think at least one of them is going to name yours too. The first one is Kierkegaard. He called it the dizziness of freedom. Every real choice opens a door you can't close again, and that vertigo you feel right before you choose, it isn't just a warning sign. It's what freedom feels like from the inside. I used to think my indecision meant I wasn't ready. It didn't. I was just relitigating choices I'd basically already made because committing felt dangerous and staying undecided felt like safety. Anxiety isn't a warning to stop. It's proof you're free enough to choose. Then there's Nietzsche, who famously said, amor fati, the love of fate. Not resignation, wanting your life exactly as it happened, including the parts that broke you, because those parts are load-bearing for who you become. I used to replay every failure on a loop, reading it as a verdict on me, instead of what it actually was, information. The failure isn't evidence against you, it's material for you. The third one changed how I pray, honestly. Al-Ghazali and the concept of tawakkul, trust after action. First you tie the camel, then trust God with it. Full effort on what's yours, then an actual release of the outcome, because the outcome was never yours to hold in the first place. I used to keep checking, redoing, gripping a result long after my part was already finished, because letting go felt like losing control I never actually had. And thus, you must remember to always do things with full effort, then an open hand, as you don't get both grip and peace. Then, there is the Jungian concept of the shadow, the parts of you you've disowned because they're inconvenient or ugly, or both. They don't disappear, unclaimed, they just run your behavior sideways. For me, it was the doom scrolling, the overworking. Habits that exist for one reason, to keep you from feeling something specific. What you won't look at runs you, what you name, you can't steer. And then there's Dostoevsky, the one that actually stopped me mid-shift. As not all suffering is equal, some of it builds you, discipline, delayed gratification, real effort. However, some of it only empties you, such as perfectionism dressed up as standard. I couldn't tell which one I was doing anymore, so I just assumed harder always meant better, and that led me to burnout. Thus, suffering that serves a purpose builds you. However, suffering that serves an image empties you. Franz Kafka gave me the one I will carry into the hospital. The absurd machinery of bureaucracy, a system grinds on with zero regard for whether you understand it or deserve better from it. And the despair it produces was never a verdict on you. Rather, it's what the machine does, the wait lists, the admin, the training that never ends. You can't keep absorbing the system's dysfunction as personal failure, as the system was never designed to make sense to you. That's not yours to fix. And finally, the last one, Ibn Arabi, is the one that actually put the other 6 back together for me. Wahdat al-wujud, the unity of being. Everything I just told you isn't 7 separate fixes. It's one person seen from 7 different angles. Finally, not at war with himself. I've been treating every part of my life as its own separate problem. It was never 7 problems. It was one person stuck in 7 places. The anxiety, the setbacks, the system I couldn't control, the suffering I couldn't tell apart from growth. None of it was ever proof something was wrong with me. And yet, I spent the whole stretch thinking I was broken. I wasn't. I was just stuck in 7 places at once, and I didn't have the language for any of them yet. Now I do, and now so do you. So think about which one of these actually named your stuck. Go back to that one. Do the one thing it's asking you to do, then move.